Hello everyone, LauraKBuzz here, and as you might notice today, there's something a little odd about our episode. This is not how Link was dressed when we last did an episode, and if we go to the, where is it? If we go to the album, none of the pictures are filled in. Why is this? So, here's the thing. I record multiple of these episodes in advance and I schedule them to go up and I upload them to YouTube. Once they're uploaded and ready, I delete my local copy and I just leave them to publish. Problem is, episode 12 of this playthrough, I know it was uploaded, I know it was scheduled, YouTube seems to have eaten it. Today, well, the dates and things are weird. So on the 14th of March, what should have gone up should have been episode 12. What went up was episode 13. The obvious problem there is that you missed me unlocking a story memento in the desert at the Oasis, that one that, this one here, getting a very fan-servicey outfit that everyone's very excited to see collected, going to the Gerudo Desert, getting the beginnings of our story mission over there. Now, my save file is fine. I've recorded up to, I think, episode 22 of this series already. And, you know, all of the other episodes are uploaded fine. I've double-checked them before doing this. Everything's fine. But I didn't have a video of episode 12, and I couldn't go back to it because I'd already done the stuff in my save file. So today, when I realised this, I made a new save file, rushed through the game up to this point. I had to go to Kakariko Village, speak to Impa, go to Hanneto Village, light the blue flame, take it to the lab, get the photos unlocked on the camera, go back to Impa, get sent on the quest to unlock the memories, just so that we can see the memory properly today in today's episode, just so we can record this. So, episode 12 is being recorded after episodes 13 through 22. So, excuse me in advance if we do anything silly. The other thing you'll notice, the map is completely not filled out. I have not done any of the towers on this save file. So, the desert's out here. Now, one of the things that, you know, I'm gonna do in... Actually, let's make sure we go to Adventure Log. Free the Divine Beasts, and that points out, hey, one of them's down here. Excuse the fact that I am gonna kind of rush this episode ever so slightly, in that basically, there are, like, it could, if this had happened, let's say this had happened for an episode where all I'd been doing was unlocking a tower, unlocking some shrines, it wouldn't have been the end of the world. It wouldn't have been great, but I'd have been like, you know what, honestly, fuck it, I'll put a note up to be like, hey, you missed some shrines and towers, but it's all good. It had to be when we decided to go for the fucking story mission, didn't it? Where it's like, oh yeah, let's go do the first story dungeon, and a bunch of story cutscenes happen, and that's when the game decided, like, oh, now's the perfect time to fucking delete an episode. Or YouTube decided this is the perfect time to delete an episode. So, yes, I'm basically going to rush through and get the important... I'm going to do the important things from that... Oh, you're all worn out, Link. Okay, we're going to go run in our shorts, because that's a little cooler. I'm going to do the most important stuff from that episode. We're going to maybe avoid a little bit of running around town. There's going to be a little bit of cheating our way through this, basically because, hey, I'm recording this on an evening when I thought I had my work under control, and I'm stressing myself out, and the sooner I can get a suitable replacement episode 12 done, the less stressed I'm going to be. It's one of those kind of days today, so, hooray! This one is being recorded. Hopefully I'll get this up late on the 14th. We'll see. We will see. Oh god, am I gonna run out of stamina before I get here? Okay, oh god. This is me trying to rush this now, isn't it? This is what you get, Laura, for trying to rush. Let's go up this way, because then I can sort of run up the rock wall and everything's going to be fine. So I've literally just done like a couple of hours. I had to replay the Great Plateau, had to replay pretty much everything through Impa, Haneto Village, Lab, back to Impa, back to here. I'm stressing about the fact that I was meant to have a bit of work up, and it didn't go up, and I'm a creature of routine, I'm a creature of habit. I do not like having a thing that a thing was meant to happen and that it didn't, and it stresses me out. So the other thing that's going to be a little bit stressful is I'm well aware of the fact that as part of today's episode, I'm going to need 600 rupees, and I currently have nowhere near 600 rupees. So I'm basically, because this is a burner account, I'm just going to sell absolutely everything from clothing to every bit of food to every pickup. Absolutely everything, because fuck it, we don't need to keep any of it, because this file will be discarded as soon as I, get to episode 13. I realise I've spent 5 minutes now talking about the fact that this episode's recorded out of order. It's gonna be the main thing on my mind while I do this. Because I could talk about the things going on in my life right now, but the problem there is you see that it's then going to be weirdly out of order with, like, I'll talk about things I've done and then spend the future episodes talking about how I'm going to do them. Time travel is fucked up, kids. Don't do time travel. Okay, let's head up for this ledge bit here. This slight ledge. Because then I can rest. And I can totally get up the rest of this wall. Oh, gosh. Come on, up the wall you get, Link. Up the wall you get. It's not that far. You can do it. I believe in you, boyo. I know we've got less stamina than we have in the actual playthrough save file, but it's all good. It's all good. Come on. Climb, 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 my boy. This piece is what all true warriors strive for. Okay, here we are. So, how close are we? We're gonna have to take a sharp left. Oh, we're near a tower. I'm hoping if we can run through this canyon. Oh, actually, that'll do. Nope, didn't kill you. Come on, can I kill you, Wolf? Because you would be really useful for food materials. Okay, fuck it. I'm not worried. There are more important things on my mind at this moment, like getting to the end of this episode and getting this playthrough back on track, because I fucked up and YouTube fucked up and everything is screwed. Okay, we want to be on the other side of this mountain. I'm not going to bother climbing over it because I'm pretty sure if we climb around we'll still get a nice leap down into the desert. I want to access the desert from above, so first thing on the to-do list for today's episode is there it is we want to find the memory that's on this point on the map, and it's very clearly in a desert. There are palm trees, there's an oasis in a desert. What we want to do is see this desert from above, so that we can assess where this oasis is, because that's going to be our first port of call. I do also apologise in advance for any minor inconsistencies between this episode and the next because of this whole way that I've had to record it. Anyway, so here we are. We're overlooking the desert. That thing over there that looks like a camel is the first divine beast that we're going to attempt to tackle. Now, the reason why I've gone for this divine beast temple first is that it has an item within it that's very useful for ongoing combat survival, and also because there is an outfit that a lot of people are dying to see in the playthrough that I want to make sure we get before we do much else. Okay, it's currently kind of chilly because we're going through the desert at night. Oh, there it is. I see an oasis down in the desert. That's probably where we want to go for that memory, maybe, perhaps. Who would think it? Okay, hopefully it doesn't get too cold. I'm keeping an eye on that temperature gauge. There is a shrine over there near a city, and that is the city we want to be going to, the Gerudo city. which is our port of call in order to get onto this next story quest. So there we go, 10 minutes, we're almost at the oasis. I'm doing this episode, like, I think on my previous attempt, I attempted to go to some of the towers around. I did some exploration. I was making much more of an actual playthrough of this area, but... Oh, we're cold. Let's put on some clothes. Yeah, we're okay. And we absolutely died because I was not paying enough attention to my stamina, and I really fucking hope it didn't throw us back too far, because I am not in the mood to have to redo more of this today. You're catching me on a not great day, folks. You're catching me on not my best mood. Like, you can see, I've not done any of the shrine dungeons outside of the 4 on the Great Plateau. Like, okay, we're not horrendously far back, but it's still further back than I would like to be. Let's put on the clothing, because it's going to be evening. Don't rush this, Laura. You can do this. Just take your time and get to that memory. Okay, you've got cool weapons. I don't care right now. Right now I have other things on my mind. I'm trying to get enough air that I can start gliding now, because gliding is a faster way of crossing ground. It uses less stamina to do. Okay. Come on, we're gonna get there this time. We're gonna do it. I'm not gonna let myself get too stressed. I'm gonna stay calm. Here we go. Okay, I want to regain my stamina before I do this time. Let's see, how far can we get? We're going to be plenty warm enough. The main priority is keeping an eye on this stamina gauge, because that's going to be the thing that kills us. Okay, stamina return, please, and... There we go. We should get to this memory fine. So we can see it from here. It's an oasis with palm trees to the left and right. On the left-hand side, there is a big rock pillar formation. This is the spot in the photograph. Okay, there we go. And hopefully, if I did everything right, we should get the photo point should trigger around here somewhere, because, well, I really hope it does, because I've replayed too much of this purely to get that memory to record again, that I am not going to be happy if it doesn't pop up. Okay, so this is the Divine Beast, Nabori, Nabori, which is a lightning-based camel. I can see how these would be useful against Ganon, because fuck me, there's no way I could, as a human, take on one of these. That looks considerably more powerful than a single individual human could defeat. Okay, basically, we can't get anywhere near it because it is surrounded by lightning. Lightning is its ability, and the damage it's causing to the world is lightning-based. Oh, my screen did a thing. There it is. There's the memory. LauraKBuzz. Right, I'm gonna sit back and you can watch a cutscene for a minute while I de-stress myself. So there's a couple of ways to interpret this scene, and I'm still not sure where I land on it. So basically, we get a little bit of insight to the fact that Link basically was employed as Zelda's bodyguard, which, you know, that's not surprising. There's a look in her face that could be construed a couple of ways. Either one-sided romantic affection towards Link because Link is there, present in her life, protecting her, looking after her. It's kind of a natural response to, you know, have some sort of like admiration that might be misconstrued as romantic feeling on her part. Or it's, I idolize you because you are good at the thing that you were always meant to do, and I'm not good at the thing I was always meant to do, being the person, you know, the princess, the goddess, the descendant of the goddess, and because I'm not good at what I'm supposed to do, I somewhat idolize you. That's the two different readings I've got there. Oh, hopefully I've got enough gemstones to just get the 600 outright on this file. How much do we get for those? That's a 150. We're pretty darn close. What else do I have? 28 monster horns. Yeah, that's 84 rupees. Now, I realise I'm skipping ahead, and you might be wondering, why do you need 600 rupees? Well, I'm somewhat skipping ahead. We're going to get asked for 600 rupees as part of the quest line we're about to do, and fuck it, because of time constraints, I'm just going to go straight for it. I'm pretty sure I bought a bunch of fruit here on my way that helps with temperature resistance, and wait, why is the thing pointing us to the wrong? We want to go to free the divine beasts for now so that you can point us, what, this way? Again, I apologize that I'm somewhat sprinting through this. I'm avoiding a lot of the things that would actually tell you what you're supposed to be doing to do this. I'm just sort of using the fact I already know what to do to somewhat cut some corners. So, this city over here is where we need to be going in order to find out about freeing one of the divine beasts. There is a shrine over near it, which we will go and complete just because I did so on the previous save, and it's a shrine that we're going to be coming back to later, so I want to make sure that, like, in canon we completed it and you saw what was in it and everything like that. Come on, Link. Just get across the desert, that's all I need from you. I know you're low on stamina, but you can do it. I believe in you. I believe in the power of Link. Electric resistance fruit, that's good. Yay, there's a shrine nearby. We can see it. We'll get there fine. Alright. Get a couple of watermelons along the way. Gonna completely ignore you, skeleton, because I'm not in the frickin' mood. Oh, delete. No, what I meant to do was do some surfboarding to get us there slightly faster. Dako Chisei Shrine. It's a very useful one for getting back and forth to the Gerudo City. So, a little bit of background on the Gerudo City that I'm going to give you now. They use the words Vi and Vo to reference men and women, and as a pretty much entirely female society, with the exception of usually Ganon being like the one Gerudo male born every 100 years or whatever, they just decided, you know what, fuck it. All women only in the city. No men allowed in the city, which is understandably going to be a problem for us getting in. Oh god, I remember this. So we're going to have to find a way to get into that city shortly. So this puzzle is entirely about connecting up lines of electricity. We don't want to place these things in place by hand, because if we do, we will get electrocuted. Let's have a look. So, as you can see, these small barrels will fit in a gap like that. Oh. And do an awful lot of damage if we aren't careful. Let's try this again. I'm going to pop this one over here. We've got a big gap to cover, and this can be used for filling the big gap. And that should open this point, which gets us another barrel. So we're going to take electric barrel number 2, and we're going to... Okay, I'm going to put you down the right way this time, just so that you stand up straight. Let's do that there. And then that should open up this thing over here, which contains a treasure chest. Now, the treasure chest is useful to get just because, you know, bonus treasure chest in every dungeon. This treasure chest is actually vital to completing this puzzle. So, we're going to go over to the other side of the room. We're going to take the metal treasure chest with us. I realise I'm not really doing much other than just sort of racing through the puzzle because, again, as I said, today, fuck it, I'm just getting through, getting this re-recorded so you can see everything that happens. I'm gonna stick the barrel there, other barrel there. Basically, unless you find that treasure chest and work out that it's made of metal, you have nothing to put on the third access point. And then there's a big gap between those two pillars that were there, and we're going to put this block in the big gap. That opens this door, gets us another big block. And then in order to open the main door, open the main gate, we put one big block there. And one big block over here in this corner. Oh. And that's us through the shrine. Hooray! Not that I needed to do it for this playthrough itself, but I needed to do it so that you all saw it, so you know what you missed in the episode that vanished. Hooray, we got a shrine orb. Come on, go, 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 game. Go, go, go. I got my shrine orb. Let's attempt to enter the city, the Hylian city. You gonna let us in? Probably not. Not the Hylian city, the Gerudo city. Okay, I reckon we're getting there. We're almost where we need to be. See, this could have gone a lot worse. I think for an episode that I've had to scramble together at... I'm currently recording this an hour and a half after this episode was meant to be up, because the other episode went up and the fuck-up became apparent. Okay, let's talk to this dude. Oh, I'm so focused just now. You have business with me? No, I'm not a spy. I'm a merchant. I may not look like it. I'm actually the leader of a caravan. I've travelled all the way here, but this town doesn't allow men to go in, so that's why I had to, It's just research, and think what you want, but I finally found some key info on how to sneak into Gerudo town. Well, allow me to share with you my heroic tale. It's been close to a week now. The guards have kicked me out more times than I can count. I almost gave up hope. However, I learned only recently of a man that slipped into this well-guarded town. I heard this man is frequently travelling between LauraKBuzz and Gerudo town. I've been waiting here trying to spot him as he travels. Okay, so we want to get into the Forbidden City, and we're not allowed to because we are Dude Link You can try scaling the walls, you get kicked out. You can try going through the door there, you get kicked out. So this woman talks a bunch about these sand seals. I'm going to use one to very quickly get back to the bazaar. Okay. If I can sneak up behind one, nice and quiet. Come on, let's try this again. I don't have my sneaking gear this time, which is unfortunate. Okay, there we go. These things are pretty fast at getting across the sand, which is super helpful for where we want to be going. So, there is a man that goes between the bazaar and the Forbidden City who has found a way to sneak in. We're going to ask around in the town very briefly and see if anyone knows where to find the man that snuck into the all-female city. Is that you done? You gonna wait for me? No, you're off. You're a wild one. You're done as soon as I let go of you. That's fine. Right, now back into the bazaar. I'm going to talk to the shop owner, who conveniently I know in advance they have some advice on who we need to talk to. Huh? You seen a sneaky guy? What do you mean, a vo? Sneaking around town? I haven't seen anyone like that. There's a Hylian Vi who likes to relax on the roof, though in the afternoon it's probably too hot up there. So Vo and Vi, as I said before, are their terms for men and women, so it's like, oh, I don't know any men around, but I do know a non-Gerudo Hylian woman that hangs out on the roof, so let's go hang out on the roof and see if we can find our mysterious lady friend. Okay, I have super mixed feelings on what's about to happen here, but I'm going to try and talk about them as succinctly as possible. Oh my, what a lovely young lad you are. Do you need something from me? What's that? You've heard about a man who snuck into Gerudo Town. Oh, I don't know anything about him. Sorry, I couldn't be more help. Now, squint suspiciously is clearly meant to be, hey, you're a dude. I'm having a look, I'm working you out. Study her face at least uses female pronouns. So of the two not great options, I'm going with study her face. Oh, you're making my cheeks warm looking at me like that. So you can do the you're a man, and that will cut this conversation off early. The intended path through this is definitely not to... It's to refer to her using female pronouns and not to shut the conversation down by calling her a man. So we're going to call her beautiful. Oh, such a nice thing to say, and I'm sure you'd agree that these clothes only help my looks, right? Now that I think about it, this style would look quite fetching on you. I'd have to charge you, of course, but I bet people would see you completely differently if you wore them. What do you think? Do you want to buy them for 600 rupees? It's a deal then. I'll take your rupees now. So, I have the perfect outfit for you. Now go and change into it right now. Don't worry, I'll look away. Are you ready for the cutscene everyone's been waiting for? This is Gerudo Gal Link. You look adorable. Just as I thought, you make for quite a good-looking gal. That's a traditional Gerudo outfit. So here's the thing. Besides, there's a lot of problems with this scene, and I want to write an article at some point about this whole scene in a bit more depth, but I do think it's adorable that you put this out. Link puts this outfit on, gets called a good-looking gal, and blushes. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you are a good-looking gal, Link, and... be whoever you want to be, Link. You're adorable. Oh, it's such a striking look around here. I doubt anyone would even suspect that you're a man. On top of that, it breathes so well that I'm sure to help you. It's sure to help you with the desert heat, at least a little. I'm so glad I was able to help you out. If you're free to grab something to eat sometime, keep me in mind. Oh, it's a beard. There was a beard under there. Yeah, make sure you watch out for the wind. If you want to get more ladies' clothing, come back anytime. So, yeah, it's a bit of a mixed scene in terms of representation. Like, clearly it's played off as, oh, it's a bearded person pretending to be a man, deception narrative. Like, a lot of the narrative around sneaking into the Gerudo City is about being a man who, as far as we can tell, definitely identifies as male, if we're talking about Link, at least uses masculine pronouns consistently. Sneaking into a gendered space that is, you know, like, hey, there are rules about gendered access, and this person dressing up in order to get inside that space, you know. There are issues around the fact that that is a really depressingly common narrative around trans representation and things like that. That being said, I'm not going to delve too much into it today, but there is evidence that multiple people who were designated male at birth comfortably live and work and visit within the walls of the Gerudo City. The woman who we just met with the beard up on top of the thing, and I'm using woman because she uses female pronouns. That's clearly how the character wants to be referred to. You know, that is a thing that I think is important. She clearly travels to and from the city without issue. There's a couple of other characters that are hinted at within the city walls that just comfortably live within the city walls, designated male at birth. So yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I have my issues. I have my concerns with it, and I do want to write about this in some more considerable depth sometime in the near future. Okay, now we're going to sprint straight up to the throne room, and we are almost back up to speed on where episode 13 is going to kick off.
Yet another traveler. How did you get in here? Oh. Seems you have something rather interesting there.
Oh, there we are. Where were we? My computer's decided to freak out somewhat. Please don't do this to me, computer. No, not right now. You stand before Lady Riju, chief of the Gerudo. Declare your business. Become no closer. Hold on, Valeria. This one appears to be more than a common traveller. You there, what is your name? Link? What is this you've come all the way to tell me, Link? Well, I can calm Naboris. You think you have what it takes to subdue something so powerful as a divine beast? The only ones who could ever control them were the champions like Lady Urbosa. And of all the champions died in the calamity 100 years ago. Valeria, a memory just jumped into my head, something Mother spoke of. When the calamity happened, the Princess of Hyrule placed a fallen swordsman into a deep sleep. The swordsman, much like our new friend here, was named Link, though it always seemed more legend than fact. I see no, something about, sorry, I completely skipped past that, but basically Link's meant to have a magic weapon. I see no such weapon in this person's care. They do indeed. If I recall correctly, it was the sword that seals the darkness. The Princess of Hyrule supposedly hid it away in a forest somewhere. What of the device on this one's hip? It appears to be a precious relic of the Sheikah. I can't imagine they would give something so valuable to a simple drifter, can you? I don't remember ever hearing of a Hylian Vi among the champions. Wait a moment, you're a Vo! Oh no, we've been found. A Vo within our walls is a great crime, but a Vo who is a champion? Well, I'd never mistreat a friend of Lady Urbosa, and if you're here to help us win the Boris, then we are allies. You saw it on your way to our town. Divine beast Varna Boris, cloaked in a massive sandstorm, hurling lightning at any who dare approach. We have to do something to stop it, but we have yet to find any way to appease the divine beast on our own. If you truly are a champion, perhaps you'll be able to enter Naboris and calm its anger. Lady Riju, I don't see how you can trust a complete stranger with something as important as this task. Perhaps if this person was supposed to prove his worth recovering your stolen Thunder Helm. Oh yes, an interesting suggestion. You see, there's only one thing in all of Hyrule that can withstand the lightning from Naboris. The Thunder Helm, a family heirloom and a relic of the Gerudo. But as Beliria says, it was stolen from us. You needn't worry, Lady Riju. If he truly is a champion, this should be an easy task for him. Our soldiers can tell you all you need to know about the thieves who stole Lady Riju's heirloom. Head through this arch and it will lead you to the barracks, then seek out Captain Teak and ask for a full report. Without my heirloom, you'll never be able to approach Naboris. You know, I take heart in having such a rare visitor as yourself. Lady Urbosa must be looking out for us. And there we go. Phew. We have caught up on where we were up to. So, thank you very much for watching another episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Tomorrow's episode, we will step back in time to the actual episode 13, and everything on the playthrough will be fine again, and we're all good. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. We'll have another episode for you again tomorrow. Bye.